Welcome to the deep dive. Today, our mission is really to look beyond just the tech specs. We want to understand what underpins specialized high-performance AV tech.
Yeah, the foundation matters.
Exactly. So we're diving deep into this, almost 2-decade-long relationship between HDTV Supply and the manufacturer Shinybow. We've got some details on their contract and the specs for a specific piece of gear, the SB-5645LCM HDMI Matrix Switcher.
And right off the bat, what jumped out at me from the source material was the timeline. I mean, this isn't some new deal. We're talking a CEO to CEO connection that started way back in 2002.
2002, wow. In the tech world, that's ancient.
It really is. Think about that stability in such a volatile market. It just, it suggests real supply chain integrity.
Okay, right. Let's unpack that alignment then. How did it start? The notes say HDTV Supply was looking for a partner who could meet, and they used the phrase, strict demands. Things like unique products, absolutely flawless support, and importantly, fair pricing.
And Shinybow was apparently the first company they found that could actually meet that high bar. Kind of a pressure test, like you said.
So that history informs their current status.
Exactly. HDTV Supply is a platinum-authorized reseller dealer. They've got a signed contract covering the whole product line. And for you, the person actually buying this equipment, that long-term status, that trust, it translates directly into some pretty crucial assurances.
Okay, like what specifically?
Well, for starters, a significant 3-year warranty directly from Shinybow. That's quite substantial.
3 years, okay.
And on top of that, free lifetime tech support from HDTV Supply based right here in the U.S. over the phone.
Lifetime support is a big deal, but, lots of companies offer warranties. What makes this different, especially for these specialized users?
It's about the integrity behind it, I think. That platinum status isn't just a label. It guarantees the products you receive are genuinely brand new, factory-sealed, unopened boxes.
Ah, so it's verification.
Yes, exactly. And they even double box everything and insure it fully. It's that logistical trust that's so critical, especially when you're talking about maintaining compliance, which we'll get to.
Okay.
And they've shipped, over 5,000 Shinybow products globally based on this kind of absolute certainty and fulfillment.
And the notes also mention confidentiality.
Right. Both companies emphasize that any personal info shared is kept completely private. Another layer of trust, really.
Okay, so this deep trust, this integrity in the partnership.
Yeah.
How does that connect to the actual hardware? You mentioned compliance.
This is where it gets really interesting, especially for certain buyers. The SB-5645LCM switch. Its key selling point isn't just performance, it's that it is TAA compliant.
TAA compliant.
Right.
Trade Agreements Act.
Precisely. And that means the whole supply chain, where the components come from, it's all vetted. For high-stakes environments, maybe government purchasing, secure facilities, monitoring centers, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
TAA compliance is often non-negotiable.
And HDTV Supply makes a point of only shipping TAA-compliant gear in this category.
Yes. And how do you reliably guarantee that year after year? Well, a 2-decade partnership built on trust is a pretty good way. It ensures that verifiable sourcing.
Makes sense. Okay, let's look at the hardware itself then. The SB-5645LCM. It's a 4x4 HDMI Matrix Switcher.
Right. 4 inputs, 4 outputs.
And the specs mention high bandwidth up to 6.75 gigabits per second.
Which is plenty for handling 1080p resolution smoothly, and even the HDMI 1.4a 3D formats without any issues.
That bandwidth is important, I guess, in those secure places you mentioned. No room for signal problems.
Absolutely none. You can't have signal degradation, especially if you're running multiple critical feeds at once.
Yeah.
But beyond the bandwidth, what's really quite unique here is the operational speed. This switcher uses a proprietary thing called fast speed start.
Fast speed start. Okay, I saw that. The notes say it lets you switch between HDMI sources in, as little as 2 seconds.
Yeah, sometimes even less, apparently.
Why is that 2-second speed so important in a pro setting? 2 seconds doesn't sound like much.
But it's the difference between seamless operation and, a noticeable failure. Think about a security monitoring room or maybe a live briefing. If the switch is slow, you get that annoying black screen for several seconds.
Right, okay. Disrupts the flow.
Exactly. It could interrupt a critical video feed or make a presentation look unprofessional. That sub-2-second switch, it gives you almost instantaneous visual feedback, continuity.
And control is flexible too, right? Front panel, remote.
Yeah, front panel buttons, standard IR remote, or for more integrated setups, an RS-232 connection with a Windows GUI interface. Plenty of options.
So bringing this all together, what's the main takeaway for our listeners? This deep dive seems to show how this really long-term relationship built on very strict requirements from the start, directly enables getting this highly specialized, compliance-critical tech out there reliably.
It really does. It's a perfect example of how trust deep in the supply chain directly impacts the product performance and reliability you experience at the end.
That trust guarantees performance.
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
Which leads to, I think, an interesting final thought for you to consider. In a market just saturated with devices boasting incredible specs, what truly defines a market leader? Is it just those numbers on the data sheet? Or is it maybe more about the stringent service demands and the sheer longevity of the operational trust that actually backs up the product?
Service and trust versus just specs. Something to definitely think about next time you're looking at a warranty or a supplier relationship.
Exactly.